灯换颜色了啊，绿的不好使的，红色的，绿的不好使的。哎，好几天没下楼了，下来溜达溜达，看看四处全都围起来了，更那什么，说上面都带着这种防盗的这种铁丝网。哎呀，感觉现在自己像被圈养起来了一样。
第一现场，天安门广场，人民大会堂，啊，上面着火了，应该是前门方向，前门方向着火，这个火势应该还不小，非常大。第一时间报道，26号12点15分，第一时间报道。
林先生他愿意到台湾来，那在这边重启他的事业。我是觉得说为台湾的民主制度，台湾重视法治、重视人权我感到很光荣。所以我今天看到林先生他的书店重开，那我特别来跟他道贺。我希望台湾是一个更自由、更民主、更法治、更人权的国家，所以任何人在台湾应该他的人身安全都获得这个更好的保护。希望大家都没有希望大家都免离恐惧的自由。
感谢袁前过来吧，因为他是一个表达的心意，他等于是也代表台湾这个国家的一个民主自由的支持，那我们其实要好好思考。
仇恨这个丑陋的词在我们字典里没有它的位置，在纽约市我们对其也是绝不容忍。我是欧警官，今天我在这里是想要告诉您，我们和您站在一起。请记得，无论您的移民身份，您都可以来纽约市警察局 NYPD 报案，在这里是安全的。纽约市警察局 NYPD 坚定地致力于保护纽约市的移民群体，确保您的安全和权利得到保护。您可以放心，全世界最好的调查员会尽全力调查每一起案件。您的警察局和您站在一起。如果您是仇恨罪案的受害者，或者有关仇恨罪案的线索，请拨打911或者指罪热线1800-577-TIPS。如果你犯下仇恨罪案，我们一定会找到你，并确保将你绳之以法。
这下不准下山喽！
往后边躺。来打。
4月26号的长白山啊，我去，这2天这雪下的真没谁了啊！看到没，这儿已经大雪封门了， 出不去了，雪下的。
哦，一坑住的吗？一坑就没有。我也不是，老可以，这不是就是。
这合适。这啥呢？
这比巧的懂呢。我去，看中间那个位置。
Prime Minister returns to work tomorrow, just over 3 weeks after he was admitted to hospital with coronavirus.
There's growing pressure from some in his party for restrictions to be eased in order to help the economy. But the death toll from COVID-19 is still rising. By Friday evening, another 813 people had succumbed to the virus in UK hospitals, bringing the official total to more than 20,000.
In Germany, riot police have arrested dozens of anti-lockdown protesters in central Berlin. Around 1,000 people ignored restrictions to hold the rally, which has become a weekly event in the German capital.
From tomorrow, Western Australia will allow gatherings of 10 people, and that includes weddings. Queenslanders will, from next Friday, be able to leave their homes for recreational purposes like going for a drive or riding a jet ski or boat. National parks will also be reopened.
And tonight, the government is pleading with you to pick up your phone and download its COVID Safe Tracing app.
And the government says the information demanded has been stripped to a minimum. Polling from the Australia Institute shows 45% of Australians are willing to download the app. Spain registered 378 new deaths from coronavirus on Saturday, 11 more than the day before. But Friday's figure was the lowest for more than a month, and the overall trend is clearly downward. The government has said the country has now got through the toughest phase.
Here's North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has missed a major opportunity to prove to the world he is in good health.
Spotted from space outside his compound in an East Coast resort town, Kim Jong-un's train. But no Kim. A Japanese news outlet is going further, saying Kim is in a vegetative state following botched surgery to insert a stent into his heart.
That need to be posed about what did the epidemic really look like in China, I still can't tell you that. I can't tell you how many people were infected, how many people were asymptomatic. I think all that we've been really told are the limited number of cases and the limited mortality, which doesn't match any other expansive epidemic for the first time this virus sees a population. So we need to understand, were they genetically unique, or was there a lack of transparency in reporting?
Steve, do you think America, including Democrats, have the stomach for this fight?
We have to have the stomach for this fight, and I think we do, Jesse. I think it's very clear. This is a fight for freedom. Remember, this is the Chinese people are the innocent victims. This is about a totalitarian regime, every bit as brutal, every bit as cold-blooded, every bit as tough as the Nazis in the 1930s.
But tell people, what is it? Why is it so tough for people in China to confront the Chinese Communist Party?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Bannon. Yeah, thank you for having me on your show. By the way, the speech you just made, like before 11 o'clock, is very powerful. And yes, it is getting very difficult, and actually, it's more difficult for the Chinese people to confront the CCP. The fact is, the Chinese Communist Party has controlled nearly all aspects of the economic, political, and social life in China. The control is only getting tighter. So last year alone, the CCP spent $119 billion on maintaining its social stability, public security, and harmonizing those who criticize or simply tell the truth against party's will. Okay, that is why the eye doctor Li Wenliang and other 7 heroes were silenced in December 2019 when the outbreak started in Wuhan, who simply shared what they knew about the virus and its human-to-human transmission with friends and colleagues. So when the situation was out of control, the CCP decided to lock down the whole city. That means no information can get in and get out of the city. So everybody has to stay at home. And remember, during the Wuhan lockdown, the people of Wuhan, they were protesting from their balconies for lack of food and supplies, shouting out their lies to the vice premier of China. And when she did a political show and visit the local community, okay, the CCP is always afraid letting people know the truth. Instead of trying to solve the social conflicts, it chose to cover up the problem and the truth. This time, the CCP hid the nature of this virus and held back the data and the information from telling its own people and the world. Now we have the global pandemic. Up to now, we have 2.7 million people are infected and 190,000 people died of this virus. Remember, this is not the first time CCP lied. I hope this will be the last time the CCP covered up the police brutality when cracking down the demonstration in Hong Kong, arresting dozens of thousands of protesters, killing thousands of freedom-loving young people, and really turning Hong Kong, a city, one with rule of law and autonomy, into a police state. It did that when the CCP imprisoned 2 million Uyghurs and put up massive surveillance in Xinjiang and in Tibet. So the whole reason why the world can't see or hear those fights from the Chinese people, because the CCP's the Great Firewall. So it is the most extensive and sophisticated system in the whole world. It blocked the website content, monitor your internet access, use human and bots.
多人没有注意到，可千万别把啥事都归功于共产党啊，或者把啥事都怪罪于共产党，不是这个样子。人类在基督教里边、天主教里边、犹太教里边、佛教里边、印度教里边，包括穆斯林里边，第一邪恶的力量不是贪婪，是羡慕和妒忌。现在看到你金牛子啊，金牛子好了，值钱了啊！某某人是吧？爱到你们有机会参与金牛子，老娘没钱，老子没钱，我参与不了。就要看着咱都是战友，你现在就参与进去了，金牛子还给了你什么什么？未来你有可能成为金牛子的股东。金牛斯的独立董事很有可能是罗斯柴尔德啊，日本安倍啊，甚至普京啊，比如说，那我能受得了吗？啥理由没有？我黑你，我骂你，我没你跑得快，我没你长得高，我没你长得帅，但是我有一招你没有，我能绊倒你。咔！就这些，是吧？我能绊倒你，下绊子，对吧？这个心无处不在，可不是共产党说人家天天在你脑子里种了一个羡慕、妒忌、恨的这个恶种，可真不是，每个人都有。这是为什么要有信仰？有信仰以后，你就把这个邪恶的魔压到了底，你不把它表现出来，但是这个邪恶的魔是把所有都能。